Yeah. Well, as from my understanding is that the bankers did not want this to happen. You know, because I think they understand better the potential consequences, the likely consequences of such a seizure. Um, and the politicians who just, they just want to do what they want to do, and they just don't understand why, things, silly things like laws and so forth should get in the way of their plans. Kept on pushing, pushing, and then I think finally decided they thought very cleverly. Okay, well we won't steal all the money. We'll just steal a little bit of it because of course you're taking the interest. You're taking the Russians' money. You're stealing it. By any um, uh, by any rational assessment of the situation, it's theft. Um, But you think the idea, I suppose, in their minds is that if we just steal a little bit of it, it won't really we won't see these consequences that the bankers have been warning us about. Now, what are those consequences? It's really the the reputation of both the dollar and the euro. It does put them both at threat, and just the larger financial systems, in the West. Because why do countries park their money in places like London or New York, or Brussels? They do that because they think that the institutions are sound and fair, and that their money is going to be safe there. That it's not going to be like maybe the home country where um, the courts are politicized and the banks are too, the financial system, and then people use these institutions just to grab the other side's money. Right? This is something we're talking about, the breakdown of law. One of the great achievements of Western civilization is that we had a rule of law. And this, I think, is another clear, example of a breakdown in that understanding. And which is going to have consequences. Other countries that previously had been depositing lots of money in places like Brussels, where this money is the seized money, the frozen money is going to be tapped. Like you say, they're going to take the interest and send it to Ukraine. Other countries see this. They see this theft occurring. They see this overtly political act, and they're going to think, maybe we should find another place. It could be, today our relationship is good, though there are problems. We see some, dangers, some black clouds on the horizon. Who knows? Maybe 5 years from now, you know, we'll be we'll have a target, placed on our back. So the West will come after us. They'll seize our money. So perhaps we should reconsider, depositing so much money there. And that, again, just starts to weaken the dollar, weaken the euro, and makes these places less attractive overall. It's a principle of, fairness, neutrality. That's what made these places attractive. And as these countries depart from those principles, they cease to have an advantage that they once had. You know, they become like every other country in the world. And maybe, other countries are going to now work on building up a reputation of being fair and neutral.